All right. Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum. Let's unbox something. I'm throwing my scout knife around here. Might as well go for it. I've had this sitting around for a while. I feel bad that it's taken me this long to get to it, but you know what? I'm busy. Life is busy. There's a lot going on. What do we have here? Look at that. It's a Strymon. I got a box full of Strymon here. It's the Compadre. This is their compressor. My contact over there wrote me when this came out and was like, hey, you want to check out the compressor? I was like, yeah, sure, send it to me. I'll check out the compressor. I'm not a huge compressor fan. I tend to be pretty loyal to the compressor that I like, but who knows? I'll give it a shot. Maybe this will be my new go-to compressor for the times when I use a compressor on my board. All right, let's get it all plugged in. Figure out what it's all about. Is this the power supply? I bet it is. Yeah. Looks like it has expression control for volume and for favorite / MIDI. It has an option between clean and dirty boost. I like that. I like a little bit of dirty boost. It's nice to have options. All right, all set up. I got the amp sounding what I think sounds good right now. I'm going to use my Strat for the time being. Maybe I'll switch guitars if I think it's necessary. I am walking into this knowing nothing. I honestly didn't watch anyone's demos when this went live, when it got announced. Like I said, I'm not a huge compression person. So let's fly blind for a little bit, have some fun, and then I'll explore the manual and actually learn some things and check in with that knowledge. All right, here we go. Put everything to noon. EQs at flat, compressions at studio. This switch down here was to dirty boost. Put on that compressor. Ooh, that is compressed. That's that hard style compression. Man, it is bright too. Oh, this is the dry mix. Check out the squeeze setting on the compressor type. That's an even harder compression. It sounds like the right thing to do with compression. Popping my strings. That's kind of fun. Back to the squeeze setting. I want to check out the boost side now. Ooh, that is a dirty boost. We're on the flat EQ. Here's mid. And here's treble. Man, that treble setting is bright. But I guess if, you're pushing an amp into tube distortion and stuff like that, I mean, there's, some real uses for that. Let's try out the clean side of the boost. Ooh. I mean, it is clean. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it's compressing. It sounds good. I don't have a lot of opinion on compressors, so I can't say too much about it, but it sounds good to me. It sounds totally usable. You've got some controls here to go between a hard squeezed compression to a softer studio compression. Seems like you can do, more subtle blended sounds pretty easily with that dry control and going in between those two different compressor styles. I don't know, compressor nuts out there. I'm sure you're just going crazy right now because I'm not covering what you want to hear. But what do you think of this? Let me know down in the comments. This is an unboxing. This isn't, me spending, days trying to wire this thing and figure it out. Strymon didn't hire me to do a demo or anything like that. They just sent it to me. The boost, I really like the dirty side of it. The clean side of it sounds like what you would expect. It makes you go louder with some simple EQ controls here. But that dirty, I think the dirty might be like a secret weapon for some people. A little bit funky there. There's something there. I need to experiment with that more. It sounds pretty sweet to my ear. That little bit of crispy roar that's going on there. Wouldn't it be weird if this became like my go-to overdrive pedal? Let's try it with some humbuckers. Haven't used my lead 3 in a while. I wonder if it's in tune. Sounds in tune. There we go. By the way, that gain you're hearing, that distortion, that overdrive, whatever you want to call it, you're hearing, isn't coming from my amps. My amps are dialed in pretty quiet and pretty clean right now. And this isn't boosting them into distortion. This is the grit coming from this pedal right now. That's the dirty boost on this. All right, I'll give it a tune. It stays dirty all the way down that boost. neck pickup now. I'm having some complicated thoughts and feelings about this. I mean, if I think about it as a drive pedal, I'm having a pretty great time right now. I really am. I kind of wish there was more EQ control from the boost side rather than this 3-position switch. Like, man, I'd take a 3-band EQ on this right now, just messing with the drive. But I'm probably misreading, what I'm supposed to be doing with this because it's supposed to be a compressor. So I'm going to go through the manual and see if I can gather any kind of insight. Boost and compressor operate independently, with boost located after compression. When both are bypassed, an electromechanical relay is activated for true bypass. All right. Studio, smooth compression as found in vintage rack compressors. Squeeze, hard compression, typical of classic guitar pedals. It claims that with this turned all the way down, no compression is applied. Dry adds uncompressed signal to the output of the compressor. So it doesn't say how much or how little. It doesn't say that it ever goes full blend, which I could tell that it doesn't. So for the volume out on here, you can connect an expression pedal for volume pedal functionality if you wanted to use this as a volume pedal. But I mean, if you were doing that, couldn't you just use a volume pedal in place of an expression pedal? I guess I don't fully understand the concept there. Maybe someone has, a rig that they do that sort of thing in, and you can explain it to me in the comments. All right, boost type. Clean. Boost circuit increases output level without introducing noticeable clipping. That was true. It's very clean, very loud. Dirty. Boost circuit increases output level while introducing soft clipping characteristic of an overdrive pedal. Well, yeah, it's an overdrive pedal when you do that. There's no extra information here. No extra instructions as far as secret modes or anything like that. Oh, I don't know what that means. I did something. I turned on a blue light. Download the complete manual at strymon.net. So yeah, there's going to be extra things that this thing can do. I'm just not going to mess with getting a PDF right now. Let's do some experimenting. I'm going to grab an overdrive pedal. Before or after? Before or after? Let's do after. We'll start with after and then we'll do before later. So this is the Fez by the Nocturne Brain. It's one of my favorite DoD 250 style pedals. I bought this way back in the day. It has a low boost here and a high cut up here that's kind of like, it brings out the mids more. I've got it onto the standard setting here. It's not cutting highs, but I like that mid boost for a little bit of extra growl. Double noon on the volume and the gain. That's volume and that's gain? I think I can never remember. Yep, volume and gain. All right, let's see what the compressor does. definitely getting quite a bit of sustain off of that. Pushing that crispy signal just a little bit farther, maybe a lot bit farther, honestly. That was a stanky note in there. I mean, it's doing the thing. It's doing what you expect it to do. I just got something in the mail. Something from Fender. Thanks, Fender. You want to wave hi to the camera? Thanks, bud. All right, let me finish working.
Okay, I'll just watch.
It's going to be too loud. I want you to wait outside, okay? You can come back in a second. You can watch me unbox this when I open this, okay? I will. I'll come get you. Cool. I think the boost side, that dirty boost, makes it for me. It makes me interested in this. If I had watched videos of this before unboxing it and known that it had that dirty boost, I probably would have unboxed this sooner. That's on me. I'm sorry. I apologize, Strymon. I should have gotten to this sooner. I should have prioritized it. But yeah, I think that's a compelling tool right there. If you need this, you probably know if you need it. If you don't need it, you're probably sitting there like, oh, I don't need that. And that's fine. We don't all need all this stuff. Like there's specific things for specific people and specific needs. And you know, maybe you're just a Strymon completist and you're like, oh, finally, I can kick that non-Strymon compressor off my board and have a perfect row of Strymon pedals all, you know, butted up next to each other the way that they're designed to connect on the sides and stuff. It looks cool. I get it. They make decent stuff. They make good stuff. A lot of Strymon pedals are great. They're fantastic. They do a really great job of dialing in the sounds of their circuits and coming up with a feature set that people are really interested in. So, I mean, what can I say? It's a compressor. It compresses. It's pushing this thing into really nice, creamy distortion. It works really well with that. Let's try putting this before the Compadre. That's something I very rarely ever do. But I use compression in post sometimes, especially if I'm like, you know, maybe that's something I should do. If I'm using like time-based effects, reverbs and delays and stuff, and I want those reverbs and I want those repeats to pop in the mix, I'll use a little compression in post just to bring up that low signal. So after I try this, I'm gonna try putting a delay in front of the Compadre. Oh, power. Don't forget power. All right, I'm gonna put it to studio compression. See what happens. That's actually very nice. It has that blanket lifting effect. It really brought up some clarity. It brought up some frequencies that were maybe buried in a little bit of mud. In the past, when I've messed with compressors and put them after drives, I've always been like, no, I don't like that. Right off the bat, I like that. Let's try the squeeze setting though. See, that's the sound I don't like with a compressor after a drive. I mean, it might be an in-room feel difference, but I'm getting more mud, and it's just a darker feel when it's on the squeeze setting. There's something about the studio setting that just works better after the drive there. I mean, that's my opinion. You might have a use for it that just works wonderfully for you, or any compression that you like to have after your drive. I don't know. See, that just buries the drive. The studio lets the character of the drive come through a bit more. Still got a pretty nice hard knee on there. All right, and that dirty boost. trying to do. Oh, what do you think about that? It sounds good to me. It sounds good. I'm going to have to experiment with this on my pedal board when I can get back into the physical world. When I can play with a band again. I want to mess with this at the end of my chain on that studio compressor. Because I'm running direct a lot with my board when I'm playing with a band, I'm running into the PA and then monitoring with in-ears. I want to hear if that can kind of give me more of a studio sound. I'm interested. I'm genuinely interested in what I can do with this thing and what it'll do for my rig. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll put it next to the Iridium, which is, you know, it's a pedal that I've gotten a lot of use out of from Strymon, is the Iridium. So maybe this will be the perfect, board mate for that guy. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me a nasty comment, support us on Patreon. I'm sorry, guys. I was packing stuff up, and I remembered I promised I was going to hit this thing with a delay pedal. So let's do that. Jeez, how embarrassing. I went for my DD3. I've got two of these. One is broken, and one isn't. But I can only find one right now. So I have no idea if this is the broken one or the functioning one. The Velcro on the bottom makes me think that it's the broken one, because I don't put big Velcro on the bottom of my pedals like that. Yeah, this is the broken one. It's only got one feedback. I'm assuming that means that just the feedback pot is broken or something like that. Or there's a bad solder in there. Man, that bums me out. Where's my good one? I have a DD6 here, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted to scratch that DD3 itch. I'm going to go the other direction. I'm going to use my Chase Bliss Therme. Get wild and crazy. I don't even remember what I had this thing dialed in at last time I had it on. All right, we'll start off with this thing dialed in as a pretty standard sounding delay. Try it out with the compressor on the studio setting. You can hear it's bringing up that repeat because it's bringing, it does what a compressor does. It brings up the quiet volumes and then it, brings down the high volumes. It's making those repeats just way more present. Where they're like barely there with my mix all the way down right now. Bring the mix up. And this will serve to just have those repeats carry on a lot longer with the compressor. Yeah. I love the way that thing breaks up. The repeats on there just get kind of nasty after a while. So that's something people might not think about. If you're looking for a way to get just, more out of your delay signal, more out of your time-based effects, reverbs too, and you want your trail to be boosted up, maybe a studio compressor, a studio-style compressor. Let's try the squeeze. I'm sure it'll have a similar effect. Yeah. Listen to how much longer it carries those repeats through. Man, that's squishy. Now for some nonsense with this thing. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Second goodbyes. Say goodbye, Henry.